Hello and welcome to the Property Perspective. I'm Josh.
And I'm Michelle. If you're thinking about buying a rental property or reviewing your existing portfolio, you've probably come across the terms single let and multi-let. But what do they actually mean? And of course, what's right for you?
A single let is the most traditional model. That's where you rent the whole property to one tenant or one household, a family or something like that. It could be a couple, single person, but it's one tenancy agreement, one rent payment, one set of responsibilities.
A multi-let, on the other hand, usually means a HMO, a house of multiple occupation. That's where the property is rented out to 3 or more unrelated people with individual contracts, often sharing bathrooms or kitchens. Many student houses will fall into this category, as do some professional house shares.
Let's start with the single lets. They're typically easier to manage, low maintenance, and they do attract long-term tenants. You're dealing with one tenant or one household, so there's less admin, fewer communication lines, and usually a simpler tenancy.
They also tend to come with fewer legal requirements. For instance, no mandatory licensing, unless of course it's a larger HMO, and less risk of breaches around shared facilities. That makes them a great option for landlords who want a more hands-off investment, or of course those who are more new to the rental market.
That's it. The downside, because you're renting the property to just one household, your rental income is capped. In many cases, HMOs can generate significantly higher gross rent simply because you're letting them by the room.
So that brings us to the multi-lets. They can offer much stronger yields, especially in areas like Lancaster where student demand is quite often high. It's not unusual to see gross yields of 8 to 10% or more on a well-run HMO.
But they do come with more complexity. More HMOs need licensing, especially if you're renting to 5 or more tenants. You'll need to meet strict fire safety rules, provide certain amenities, and carry out more frequent inspections and, of course, maintenance.
And you need to be very on top of property management. Tenants may come and go at different times. Disputes can crop up between housemates and the wear and tear is usually higher. It's a more involved type of investment, one that's often better suited to experienced landlords or those that use a specialist HMO agent.
Exactly. At JDG, we don't actually manage HMOs, but we do sell them regularly, especially when student landlords are looking to exit the market. We've helped lots of buyers find well-performing multi-lets in the city, and we're happy to advise if you're thinking about buying one.
The key thing is to choose a model that matches your goals. So if you want a more passive investment with lower compliance risks, single lets are usually a better fit. But if you're more comfortable with a more hands-on approach and you're looking for a higher income, a multi-let HMO might be the way to go.
And of course, the location matters. Lancaster city centre, student corridors and areas near the hospital or university work well for both types, but it is important to match the right property to the right tenant demographic.
Exactly. And if you're weighing up the options or considering switching strategy, we'd love to help you work this through. We can show you what's selling, what tenants are looking for, and of course, where the opportunities are in both marketplaces.
So as always, thank you so much for watching Property Perspective, and we shall see you next time.